You're listening to The Forgotten Faction. This podcast is produced in affiliation with Dads of Destiny Westside, a clan of dads who value family, work, and destiny. For those of you who are listening to this podcast, we are going to be recording ideally a bi-weekly podcast brought to you on SoundCloud. You can find us at dodwestside.com /podcast, or find us on Twitter at DOD Westside. The DOD Westside name comes from our clan, which is Dads of Destiny Westside. Most of us have been part of that clan for quite some time now. Our founder, Radimus Prime, is allowing us to utilize the clan name in a bit of an affiliation using both their Twitter as well as their Twitch and the website. We're going to be using that for a while. But as individuals, I'll start with myself here. I've been in the DoD clan for give or take about 2 years. I wasn't terribly active at first, but have become more and more a part of the clan as time has gone on. I've been playing Destiny since midnight release of D1, which was an absolute blast. Picked up with a friend of mine. We played for a good solid 3 or 4 months together before he kind of fell off, and I solo queued for forever. I was terrible at PvP in year one, running like a 0.75 KD. And then I got into the clan, and then I started listening to Crucible Radio and started getting a little bit better. And this last ELO season, Destiny Trials Report, I just broke 1700 for my ELO. So I was real happy with that. That was my personal best. So I'm a maybe a little above average PvP player. That's what I tend to specialize in. That's what I like to talk about. I like the lore. I think it's awesome, but I'm definitely not in any way a lore expert. I can't stand raiding because I can't stand relying on anybody else. The only raid that I have more than 2 completions on is Crota, because I can solo it. But outside of that, I don't trust anybody else really when it comes to a raid. So let's go on to System. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am, first and foremost, I am a PvE guy. I love the PvE aspect. I love the story. As much as people don't think there's a story, I really think there is a story in Destiny. And in most games, I always love the story. Raiding is definitely one of my fortes. I love it. The aspect of the mechanics has always really intrigued me. But I do dabble in the PvP. I do okay. For the most part, for 2 years, I pretty much solo queued. I was part of a clan, but I was the only one playing for the most part. And it was a really good group of friends because they all lived near me, but I was the only one that stuck around. About a year ago, I started playing with some of the guys in the clan and joined up a couple months ago once I decided I can't play solo anymore. I just can't do it. And I think I've really found where my home is. This clan has been amazing, and I've just had a ton of fun. It's been really, really nice to have a lot of people to talk to. And now that I'm getting better at PvP, it's definitely splitting my time more up now at this point. But I think that's about it for me. I'm a pretty simple guy.
Since I forgot to talk about this, I'm married, 2 kids. Youngest is a brain cancer survivor. System, you're a dad as well, correct?
No, I'm not.
You're not a dad. You're
No.
married. You got a girlfriend.
So
you're available? Is that what you're saying?
No. I do have a lady, and I do love her very much. We've been together for over 5 years.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's really changed. Like, I was always that guy that was single, that enjoyed being alone. But once I found her, I was like, I can't live without her. She's been there for me through thick and thin. She's that person that you go, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, because I can't spend my life with anybody else.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Discord, man. I know you think you gotta get your mic turned back on. There we go. Let's hear a little bit from you, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and let the fans here know who you are and what you do.
Well, I am the best warlock. No. Hi, my name's H Discord. I've been playing since the beta of Destiny 1, actually the alpha. Um, I originally pre-ordered the game and didn't know what it was about. I knew it was a Bungie shooter, and I do remember liking Halo. So I got the game, and it was pretty interesting. It was pretty fun, and it helped that one of my coworker friends was also into the game, which I didn't know at the time, but once I found out, we banded together and then eventually joined a clan. The clan didn't last all that long, maybe about a year tops, and then we kind of just floated around playing together, but clanless, until finally we happened upon the Dads of Destiny West Side clan, and I've just been meeting everyone in there. I met the founders. I've met other people like me, and it's just really fun getting to know all these people and make friends. And I'm mainly a PVE, but I do the PvP with friends. I don't find it fun if I'm just doing it solo. Other than that, about myself, I'm you know I've got my companion with me. I've got a job. I'm an assistant manager in retail, so that gives me the need to shoot things. Other than that, I'm pretty simple. I live downtown, don't like to go out too much, and that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm real excited to have you here with us.
Thank you. I'm excited
And Doc, this podcast is Doc's brainchild, and I know he's running on like 0 hours of sleep right now. But Doc, give us a little bit about yourself. Let us know who you are.
Well, like Zach said, I'm Doc Holiday. I've been in the clan probably about 3 months now. I originally started beta with Destiny. Much like System, I was running with a couple groups of friends in a clan that it turned out only myself was playing in it. I then got my girlfriend that I currently have now, and she started playing Destiny, and we had a rough time with the Bungie LFG, unfortunately. Talked to a few guys in the Dads of Destiny Discord chat and got hooked up with our clan leader Radimus Prime to run a few raids, and ended up joining with you guys. And I can say that my Destiny experience has gotten 100 times better with that. Not really big into the PvP. I probably have a KD right now of like a 0.4 something. But for the most part, I do enjoy the lore. I've probably read every Gridmore card that has come out and tried to get it earlier if I could get it. I'm not afraid of spoilers, and you can usually find me on Destiny good portion of the day.
Awesome. Okay, so I think that gives anybody who's listening kind of a good base for who we are. I'm sure there's more of these kinds of things that we'll discuss as time goes on.
Well, I think looking at us right now, we have, 2 Hunter mains and 2 Warlock mains?
Who would be our Warlock mains?
H Discord is a warlock.
And Doc Holiday is a Warlock. Explain what we're looking to do with this podcast.
Well, I was just going to say, so we talked about who we are as individuals. We've talked a little bit about who we are as a group. I mean, we're all in the Dads of Destiny West Side clan, and we've all played with each other at some point in time, some more than others, and so as a group, we're trying to set up this new podcast for our clan and for others as the Forgotten Faction. But the last thing on the agenda here was what do we want to achieve through this podcast? So, Doc, since this was your brainchild, what are your goals? What are you hoping to do with this?
Honestly, I just want to make good content. I think that there are a lot of Destiny podcasts. There's none that I've seen, at least as far as I've seen, and I listen to podcasts 40 hours a week at work that really show the ins and outs of clan, how a clan works together, how people experience clans. Like everybody talks about, oh, you need a clan, but we never actually get to see the inner workings of a clan. You see a lot of podcasts where a lot of the people aren't part of the same clan. And I figured, get us all together, try to get a group of us that are together in a clan so that they can see the dynamics, so they can see the camaraderie, so they can see how much of a family that it really is.
I love that. That's great. That's a I never thought about it that way, but now that you mentioned that, that's pretty awesome.
HD,
Yes.
stop playing the damn game, will you?
Damn it.
Like,
We can hear it
I
in the
didn't know-
background.
like we can hear your controller.
Clickety clackety clack clack. Yeah.
Like, I get it. We have a passion for the game,
Must play while talking about it.
but put it down. You can put it down for a little while.
Trying out that Titan melee.
Oh man, what Titan melee? It's
Oh.
basically swinging his elbows. I mean, there's no range.
Yeah, it's legit. It's an elbow punch. No doubt about that.
Well,
Anyways.
that's why they gave him shoulder charge.
Oh my god, it's so true. Okay, anyways, back to where we were. So system,
hmm
what are you hoping to achieve with this?
I really hope just to maybe express a different opinion about the game. That maybe somebody else can listen to it and say, "Oh, I feel the exact same way." Or maybe somebody can go, "Oh, hey, that's a good point." You bring up something and they're like, "No, I don't really agree with that." And then, maybe just talk about it and then they're like, "Oh, okay, I see your point. I see where you're going with that." I want to be able to look at something as somebody who mains PvE but does play PvP. I have a totally different opinion on PvP than somebody who mains PvP.
That's why we don't agree a lot.
Exactly. I want somebody to listen to me and see it from a perspective of somebody who's still on that learning curve and go, "Okay, I can do this as well." I started with a less than positive average KD for lifetime. I am officially at above positive lifetime KD. It can be done. It can be done.
Congratulations.
That'll happen for me once D2 hits. Oh wait, no. On that note, you're completely correct because in this, the four of us that we have right here, we have so many different views, and it shows that you don't have to be on a linear mindset as everybody that you actually play with. I've played with System. I've played with Zach. I've played with so many people in our clan, and it's all doing different things, especially when it comes to, say, like the Iron Banner, where you have a lot of the hardcore PvP guys, but you also have a lot of our hardcore PvE guys in there as well. And it's just fun. I've never enjoyed PvP so much. I actually never pretty much played PvP until I joined this clan. And finding out that you can actually have fun in a competitive setting was completely new to me.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm glad we're probably gonna get pretty in depth into as the episodes go on, as we'll have those different opinions, those different viewpoints. We're gonna talk about again we'll get to the beta and D2 when we get to the next episode. But there's so many different things that they're making viable for us and available, and the way they're setting up D2 is I think we're gonna find that we're all gonna really enjoy that game.
I agree.
I think we're really gonna enjoy talking about it. For me, I'm looking at this and I'm really excited about this because I've been sharing opinions on YouTube every now and then, and on when people come and chat on Twitch and things like that, as well as obviously in every party chat I get into, I usually spark up some sort of conversation about the state of the game at that point in time. I just love having those kinds of conversations. So I think recording it and sharing it with other people so that they can hear it will keep the conversation going, both in and outside of our clan, so that we can continue both keeping our clan alive and interested, but also share our feedback with our guys and even with Bungie.
Agreed.
All right. So, with all of that being said, I think that gives anybody listening a pretty good base for who we are, what we want to achieve. And I think that makes for a good intro episode.
I think so.
I would have to agree.
If you're interested in becoming a member, visit us at dodwestside.com or follow us on Twitter at dodwestside.